welcome back to my channel. My name is Abdominal. I'm here with another 45 minute Pilates workout. I'm super excited. This is my second video. Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback on the last one, so I'm excited to continue. With all that being said, it did take me forever to get on my mat today. So if you're like me, congrats, you made it here. We made it. We're gonna get started. Just make sure you have a set of hand weights. We can always get the work done without props. So if you do not have hand weights, no worries. That's gonna be the only thing we're using today. And then option to throw on ankle weights if you guys do have them at home. So yeah, you're gonna meet me on your back when you're ready. Again, I have the playlist linked down below in the description. So if you guys want to play the playlist, or you can use your own, whatever feels best for you. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So whenever you're ready, just meet me on your back. We'll lay it all the way down. Just gonna grab my phone so I can start the playlist with you guys. But this workout has been a lot of fun. I taught it all week at Power and Flow. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Meet me on your back when you're ready. Legs can be long, otherwise knees can be bent. Feet can be flat on your mat. And then we're gonna hit that playlist in 3, 2, 1. Starting the playlist, should be going. Maybe you float that left hand to your heart, that right hand to your belly. We'll take a big inhale through the nose as you start to float those eyes shut if you haven't already. Big exhale through the mouth as you start to come into those intentions for the first time today, whatever that means for you. If you don't have an intention, you can always steal mine. Mine's to feel grounded on my mat, present in my body. Once you have that intention, let's seal it with another deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Whenever you're ready, you'll start to float those eyes open. Let's go ahead and bend through the knees. Send the feet flat to your mat if they're not there already. Then we'll float the hands behind the ears. Elbows are gonna go nice and wide. Take a big inhale as you pull that low belly into the spine. Take a big exhale as you curl it up through the head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Big inhale as you send your head back heavy to your mat. Big exhale as you curl and lift through the chest. Big inhale as you lower. Good. Feet should be about hip distance apart on your mat. Staying heavy through the feet for now. Big exhale as you lift through the chest. You get heavy through that low back. You're here for 4. Good. You're gonna march on that left side in 3. Pulling that left leg to table in 2. Good. Drawing that left knee over that hip in 1. Exhale as you lift. Big inhale as you lower. Big exhale as you lift through the chest. You march on the left. Big inhale as you send that left foot to tap your mat. You send your head back heavy. Exhale as you march. Good. Let's keep it on that left side. Big inhale as you lower. You find some control. Big exhale as you lift. Let's keep the toes flexed back to the face. Good. That left ankle moving in line with that knee. You're staying heavy through that low back for 3. Good. You hold that left leg at table in 2. Good. We twist to the left in 1. Big exhale as you lift. Hold that left leg at table. Inhale your head back heavy. Big exhale as you twist to the left. You reach that right arm to the outside of that left quad. Inhale as you find your right ear. You send that right shoulder back heavy. Big exhale as you twist and reach. Inhale as you lower. So think about squeezing through that left side as you lift and lower through the right. Good. Big exhale as you lift. Big inhale as you lower. You're here for 4. Good. You're going to reach that left leg long and strong through 45 in 3. Beautiful. Last 2. You hold that twist in 1. Big exhale as you twist, just hold. Inhale as you drop your right shoulder to your mat. You reach that left leg forward. Big exhale as you pull that left knee in. You twist and reach to the left. Big inhale as you lower and reach to the front. Big exhale as you twist and reach to the left. Good. Squeezing through the belly as you drop that right shoulder. That left leg goes long and strong. Good. You're here for 3. Good. You twist to the left for 2. We hold that left leg long and strong in 1. Big inhale as you reach that left leg long and strong. Just hold. Stay heavy through that low back. Take a big exhale as you float that right leg through table. That left leg holds that hover. Big inhale as that right foot taps your mat. Take a big exhale as you lift. Good. Just lifting and lowering that right foot to tap your mat. Drawing it back through table. You're here for 3. Good. You hold that right leg at table in 2. Beautiful. Last 1. Inhale as you lower. Big exhale as you lift. Just hold. Inhale, reach that right leg forward. Pull that left knee in. Big exhale as you reach to the left. You pull that right knee in. Inhale as you switch. Big exhale as you switch. Good. Stay heavy through that low back. Hold that lift through the chest for 3. Good. You hold that left knee into the chest in 2. Beautiful. You switch here for 1. Take a big exhale. That left knee comes into the chest. That right leg holds that hover. Inhale, tap the left toes to your mat. Big exhale as you lift.
Good, you're only here for 4. Lifting and lowering on the left for 3. Good, stay heavy through that low back, last 2. Last 1, inhale as you tap, big exhale as you lift. Send that left foot heavy to your mat, hold that right leg long. Good, big exhale as you twist, you pull that right knee in, you reach to the outside of that right quad. Big inhale as that right leg reaches forward, you drop your left shoulder to your mat. Big exhale as you twist, you pull it in. Big inhale as you drop and reach. Good, big exhale as you twist. Squeeze to that right side as you lift and lower on the left. Good, reaching that left hand to that front right corner of the room. Last 3. Good, we hold that twist in 2. The right leg holds stable in 1. Big exhale as you twist and reach, just hold. That right leg holds stable. Inhale as you drop that left shoulder, find your left ear. Good, big exhale as you twist and reach to the outside of that right quad. Inhale as you draw it back, you find your mat. Good, squeezing through the belly, squeezing on that right side as you lift and lower on the left. Good, let's come back to that breath if you lost it. You're here for 4. Good, that ankle's in line with that knee for 3. Good, you drop that right heel with that left shoulder in 2. Good, bringing everything back to your mat in 1. Big exhale as you twist and reach. Inhale, drop that left shoulder with that right heel. Big exhale as you march on the right, you lift through the head, neck, and shoulders. Good, inhale as you tap that right foot to your mat, you send your head back heavy. Big exhale as you march and lift through the chest. Beautiful, you're almost out of the belly right here. Come back to your breath, stay with me for 3. Good, we're gonna hold that lift in 2. That right leg holds stable in 1. Big exhale as you lift, just hold. Good, stay heavy through that low back. Big exhale as you lift that left leg to meet the right. Inhale as you tap that right heel to your mat. Big exhale as you lift, inhale, lower on the left. Good, big exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower on the right. Exhale as you lift. Good, you're only here for 4. Good, you lower to lift for 3. Good, toes are facing back to the face for 2. Good, you glue the heels together, toes apart in 1. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift, just hold. Let's glue the heels together, toes apart. Big exhale as you press the legs out through 45. Glue the inner thighs together. Big inhale as you pull the knees in nice and wide. Good, big exhale as you press. You're squeezing through the belly, staying heavy through that low back, holding the lift through the chest. Good, you're here for 3. Good, driving through the heels for 2. You hold it long and strong in 1. Big exhale as you press, just hold. Good, reach the fingertips to the front of the room, palms facing down, just pump the arms. Good, you're here for 4. We hug the knees into the chest in 3. Maybe you lift through the chest 1 more inch for 2. Good, last 1. Big inhale, hug the knees into the chest, send your head back heavy. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Whenever you're ready, you'll send those feet flat to your mat. Knees are gonna stay bent right here. We're just gonna tick-tock the knees over to the right. Big inhale as you drop the knees to the right. Good, big exhale as you bring it back through center. Let's drop the knees over to the left. Oh my God, we're out of the belly, over to the right. That shit hurted, over to the left. All right, bringing the knees back through center whenever you're ready. We're just gonna take a big exhale as you roll it up. Meet me seated on your mat whenever you're ready. We're gonna get into some side-facing work, so all you're gonna need is one of those 3-pound dumbbells, just 1, and then you'll meet me in a high kneeling position on your mat. So you'll meet me shoulders stacked over the hips stacked over the knees. And then you'll have that dumbbell in bow tie position. So we're gonna reach that left leg out long and strong to start. So left leg goes out long and strong, that right knee stays stacked underneath your right hip. Again, that dumbbell's in bow tie position in front of the chest. Elbows out nice and wide to challenge the belly. Then we're gonna take a big inhale as you relax those shoulders back and down. Let's pull that belly up and in. Take a big exhale as you twist to the right. Big inhale as you bring it back through center. Good, exhale as you rotate through the shoulders, you twist through the belly. Big inhale back through center. Let's keep the hips square to the front. So wherever you're facing, the hips stay nice and still. Good, just finding some rotation through the shoulders. Think about the hips twisting to the left. As the shoulders twist to the right, the more wrinkles in the waist, the better. Exhale as you twist. Good, inhale back through center. You're here for 3. Good, matching that movement to your breath for 2. Beautiful, last 1. Big exhale as you twist. Inhale back through center, just hold. Take a big inhale as you reach the crown of the head up and over to the right. Take a big exhale as you stack the shoulders up and over the hips. Good, big inhale as you reach the crown of the head. Big exhale as you lift. Good, think about getting into the waistline. So you're pulling that low belly up and in, squeezing through the waist to lift. Good, finding some length on the left as you lean it up and over to the right. Good, you're here for 4. You're gonna hold that side over in 3. Good, leaning up and over to the right for 2. Good, exhale as you lift. Last one, inhale up and over to the right, just hold. Send that dumbbell to that left hand. Take a big exhale as you open the arms, that right hand finds your mat, that left knee lifts to hip height, pull that left heel back to meet your glute. Good, so take a big exhale as you pop off that right palm, hands come through heart center as you reach that left leg out long and strong, shoulders stack back over the hips. Good, big inhale as you lower, you're finding that control through the waist. Big exhale as you squeeze it up. Good, so trying not to dump all the weight into that right hand. Take it nice and slow on the way down, nice and slow on the way up. Good, so you're getting into that waistline, squeezing through the glutes as you pull that left heel back. Good, let's keep that left foot flexed as you work. Good, you're here for 4. You're gonna glue that right hand to your mat in 3. Good, holding the shoulders and hips stacked in 2. Beautiful, last one. Take a big inhale, that right hand finds your mat. Let's hold that left leg at hip height. Good, take a big inhale as you drop that left knee to meet the right. You bend through that left elbow. Big exhale as you lift and reach. Big inhale as you lower. Good, big exhale as you open the knees. Big inhale as you lower. Let's make sure we're lifting that left ankle in line with that knee. The shoulders are tacked. You're squeezing through the belly, lifting through the waist. Good, you're here for 3. We're gonna add that reach to that left leg at the top in 2. Good, you hold it high in 1. Big exhale as you lift and reach, just hold. Inhale as you reach that left leg long and strong. Big exhale, pull that left heel in. Good, inhale as you lower that left knee to meet the right. You bend through that left elbow. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale as you close. Good, exhale as you open. Good, you're squeezing through the belly, starting to fire up that right quad as well as that left glute. You're here for 3. Good, we're gonna hold that left leg long and strong in 2. Just bending and extending through that left knee in 1. Big exhale as you lift. Inhale as you reach. Just inhale as you bend. Big exhale as you reach. Get long and strong. Good, you're here for 4. Belly's up and in for 3. Good, you hold that left leg long and strong in 2. We find that knee tuck at your mat in 1. Exhale as you reach, just hold. Take a big inhale as you drop that right hip to your mat. Pull your left knee to your left elbow. Good, big exhale as you lift and reach. Everything goes out long and strong. Inhale as you lower, you pull it in. Big exhale as you lift and reach. Good, restacking the shoulders and hips at the top. Good, squeeze through the glutes. You're here for 2. Good, we hold it high in 1. Big exhale as you lift and reach, just hold. Good, pulse that left leg up and down an inch. You're here for 4. Good, reaching through the toes, reaching through the crown of the head. Lift through the waist for 3. Good, that left foot finds your mat in 2. Last 1, take a big inhale, that left foot finds your mat. Option to stay heavy through that right knee. Option to step that right foot behind the left. Let's stagger the feet. Good, take a big inhale as you pull that left knee to that right elbow or that left elbow to that right knee. Big exhale as you reach. Good, inhale as you pull everything in. Big exhale as you reach. Good, you're squeezing through the belly. Good, holding that lift through the waist. Getting into the inner thighs on the right, last 2. Good, you hold in 1. Exhale as you reach, just hold. Good, squeeze through the belly, lift through the waist, final 4. Good, you meet me on your mat in 3. Option to drop that right knee for 2. Last 1, big inhale as you drop the hips. Option to bend through the knees. Let's stitch that 3-pound weight on the left. You'll meet me on that right forearm whenever you're ready. All right, you guys, you're out of that side facing work for a second here. We're gonna windmill that left arm up and over. Create some space on the right, find some length on the left. Good, let's take a big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth as you windmill the arms to the back side of the room. That right arm comes up and over. Find some length on the right. All right, team. We're gonna take it back through center, a little 4-point to standing work, but great job, way to get after it. That side plank work was no joke, but we got it done. You're gonna meet me with both of those 3-pound dumbbells up next, so we'll have shoulders stacked over the wrist. Hips will be stacked over the knees. All right, you guys, so this 4-point series is gonna be a little bit tricky to bring you guys through, so I'm gonna start facing you guys. When we stand up, I'll turn around just so you guys can see what's going on. Obviously, that makes most sense for the video. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So first things first, we're gonna stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. You're gonna have the weights in hand. If this is ever too much for the wrist, feel free to drop the palms flat to the mat. You're gonna send that dumbbell that's in that right hand slightly over to the right side of your mat. Just make sure it's somewhere close where you can grab it. And then we'll drop it down to that right forearm. That left hand still has your 3-pound weight. And then we'll take a big inhale through the nose as you pull that low belly in. We're gonna take a big exhale as you open that left knee for that fire hydrant. Big inhale as you close.
Good, big exhale as you open, keeping that left foot flexed. Big inhale as you lower and close. Good, squeezing through the belly, everything's up and in. You're squeezing through that left glute, staying heavy on the right. Good, squeezing that waistline. You're here for 3. Good, you're gonna hold that left leg high in 2. Good, we reach that back left corner in 1. Exhale as you lift, just hold. Inhale, reach that left leg long and strong to that back left corner. Exhale, pull that left knee in. Inhale, close to meet the right. Exhale as you open. Good, inhale as you reach that back left corner. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale as you close. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Good, so maybe you're reaching through the toes on the way out. Maybe you're flexing that left foot on the way in. Think about squeezing through that waistline on the left. Maybe getting into that oblique. You're here for 2. Good, you hold that left leg long and strong in 1. Big exhale as you lift. Inhale as you reach, just hold. Good, exhale that left knee to left elbow. Inhale as you reach that back left corner. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale as you reach, find some length. Good, just in and out with that left leg, bending and extending through that left knee for 3. Good, you pull it in for 2. We hold it long and strong in 1. Exhale on the way in. Inhale on the way out. Just hold. Pulse that left leg up and down an inch. Good. You're here for 4. You sweep that left leg through center in 3. We pop up to that right palm in 2. Beautiful. Last 1. Take a big exhale as you sweep that left leg through center. Pop up to that right palm. Take a big inhale as you lower to that right forearm. You reach that left leg to the back left corner of the room. Big exhale as you pop it up. Sweep through center. Inhale as you lower and reach to the left. Big exhale, pop it up, sweep it through center. Inhale, drop and reach to the left. Good, so you're squeezing through the belly, staying nice and light through that right palm. You're heavy on the left. Good, you drop and reach for 2. Good, you glue that right palm to your mat in 1. Inhale as you drop and reach. Exhale as you lift, just hold. Let's find that 3-pound weight in that right hand, shoulder stacked over the wrist. Big exhale, pull that left heel to meet your glute. Inhale as you reach. Big exhale, pull it in. Good, inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Good, you're only here for 4. You hold that left heel in 3. Good, you pulse that left heel up and down an inch in 2. Last 1, exhale, pull it in, just hold, just pulse. Good, you're up and down an inch. Squeezing through both the glutes, you're here for 4. We find that donkey kick in 3. Good, lowering that left knee to your mat in 2. Last 1, take a big inhale, drop that left knee down to your mat. Take a big exhale as you stamp that left heel high, find that donkey kick. Good, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Good, taking that arch out of that low back if you have one. Again, you're staying heavy on the right, finding that motion on the left. Beautiful, you hold that left heel high in 3. Good, squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the belly, last 2. Good, you hold it high in 1. Big exhale as you stamp that left heel high, just hold. Good, tuck the toes on the right. Let's take a big inhale as you prepare. You pull that low belly up and in. Take a big exhale as you pike through the hips. You reach to that left leg. Big inhale as you bend through the knees. That right knee finds your mat. The left knee finds that hamstring curl. Take a big exhale as you pike and reach. Good, big inhale, everything bends in. You find your mat. Big exhale, pike and reach. Biceps finish next to the ears. Good, squeezing through the belly. Squeezing through the quad on the right. You're here for 3. Good, you lower to lift for 2. Good, you hold that pike and reach at the top in 1. Exhale, pike and reach, just hold. Good, that left leg's long and strong. Take a big exhale as you shift it forward, pull that left knee to nose. Good, inhale as you pike and reach, that left leg goes long. Good, exhale, shift it forward. Good, inhale, shift it back. Good, pulling that left knee to nose on the way forward, reaching that left leg long and strong on the way back. You're here for 3. Good, you step that left foot between the hands in 2. Good, stay with me for 1. Exhale that left foot between the hands. Inhale as you drop that right knee heavy to your mat. Let's keep the toes tucked on that right side. So I'm gonna flip around to face you guys right here. Stay where you're at. All right, so toes are tucked on the right. You're heavy through that left heel. Take a big inhale through the nose. Pull that low belly in. Let's take a big exhale as you open to that low squat. Toes facing out, heels facing in. Big exhale as you drive through the heels, stand to press. Good, big inhale as you lower. You pivot to frame that left foot. Big exhale as you open. Good, drive through the heels, you stand to press. Big inhale as you lower. Good, you pivot to frame. Exhale as you open. Good, squeezing through the belly, matching that movement to your breath for 3. Woo, last 2. Come on, team. Good, you got one more right here. Big exhale as you open, just stand to press for me. Inhale that squat, big exhale, stand to press. Good, you're driving through the heels.
Knees are tracking in line with the toes. Good, you're here for 4. We hold it low in 3. Good, forearms finish in front of the face in 2. Last one, exhale, stand to press. Inhale, forearms in front of the face. Meet me in that low squat. Good, take a big exhale as you open the arms for that goalpost. Inhale as you pull the elbows to the waist. Exhale that goalpost. Inhale, close the forearms. Good, exhale as you open. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you close. Good, relax the shoulders. Sink even deeper into that squat. You're here for 3. Good, gluing the elbows to the waist in 2. Coming back to that breath, last one. Exhale as you open. Inhale, elbows to waist, just hold. Good, turn the palms up. Take a big exhale as you reach the arms out. Inhale, elbows to the waist, you stand it up. Good, exhale as you drop and reach. Inhale, stand it up. Exhale, drop and reach. Good, squeeze through the belly. Reach through the fingers. Knees tracking in line with the toes. Good, that chest is proud for 3. Good, you hold it low to flip the palms in 2. Last one, big exhale as you serve, just hold. Take a big exhale, flip the palms down. Inhale, flip the palms up. Good, so reaching through the fingertips, relaxing through the shoulders. You're here for 4. Good, you hold the palms down in 3. We pivot to face the front in 2. Last one, exhale, the palms face down, just hold. Sweep that left arm back to meet the right. You pivot to face the front, you're in that hinge. Big exhale as you curl the lift through the chest. Good, let's stand to press. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you hinge and reach, find some length on the right. Inhale, curl to press. Exhale as you press. Good, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you drive to the left. Good, you're pulling that low belly up and in, finding some length on the right. Staying heavy through the left. You're here for 3. Good, we hold that low lunge in 2. Just finding that press in 1. Exhale as you reach. Big inhale as you lift. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower, just hold. Exhale as you press, biceps next to the ears. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower. So good, squeeze to the belly. Drop the ribs to the waist. Good, you're here for 4. You hold it high in 3. Arms stay overhead in 2. Last one, big exhale as you press, just hold. Inhale, sweep the arms down, you stand it up. Big exhale, arms come up, you find that low lunge. Inhale as you stand and drop. Good, exhale as you lower and lift. Good, you're here for 3. Good, staying heavy on the left for 2. You hold it low in 1. Inhale as you lower and lift, just hold. Good, just pulse, you're up and down an inch. Drive through that left heel, pull that belly in for 4. Good, you frame that left foot in 3. We step it back to meet the right in 2. Last one, inhale as you frame that left foot, step it back to meet the right. You're in that high plank. Good, you got shoulders stacked over the wrist. Feet are gonna be slightly wider than the hips. Let's find a wide stance, squeeze the glutes. Good, exhale as you row to reach on that right side. Inhale as you curl, find your mat. Exhale, row to reach on the left. Inhale as you curl, find your mat. Good, exhale, row to reach on the right. Good, hips staying nice and still. Let's keep it in the belly. Good, you're here for 4. Good, everything's up and in for 3. Good, you row to reach for 2, stay with me. Good, you hold that plank in 1. Inhale, find your mat, just hold. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, inhale, step it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, inhale, step it back. Good, exhale, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Let's make sure we're alternating sides for 4. Good, you march it out for 3. We hold in 2. Last one, exhale as you march, inhale, step it back, just hold. Good, final 4. You drop the knees nice and wide in 3. Good, big toes to touch in 2. Last one, inhale the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch, let's drop the chest. Good, take a big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. All right, taking whatever you need right here. Option to hang out in that child's pose for as long as you want. Option to lift through the chest whenever you're ready. All right, great job, you guys. Great job, you guys. That was so hard. I was like honestly blanking out on what I was even saying when we were up there, but we're gonna do it again. So left side done, forget about it, flush it. Right side, we are on to the next. So make sure you have those 3-pound dumbbells with you. Again, they're gonna go in the hands, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over the knees. So I'm gonna face the opposite direction to start, and then again, I'll flip around to face you guys midway. Cool? All right, let's do the damn thing. So you got shoulders stacked over wrists, hands are about shoulder width apart, knees are hip distance, setting up with that strong foundation. And then you're gonna take that 3-pound weight in the left hand, you're gonna send it to that left side of your mat. Drop it to that left forearm when you're ready. So you'll keep that 3-pound weight in the right hand. Beautiful. Take a big inhale as you pull that low belly in. Take a big exhale as you open that right knee out for that fire hydrant. Good. Inhale as you close it back to meet the left. Big exhale as you open to the right. Good. So you're squeezing through the glutes, lifting that ankle in line with that knee. Let's use your own range of motion right here. Exhale as you open. Good. Inhale as you close. Good. Keeping that right foot flexed. You're here for 4. Good. You hold it high in 3. Good. Reaching to the back right corner in 2. Finding some length at the top in 1. Exhale as you lift, just hold. Inhale, reach that back right corner. Exhale, pull that right knee in. Inhale, close to meet the left. Exhale as you open. Good. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale as you close. Exhale as you open. Good. You're squeezing through the belly, holding it up and in as you work. You're here for 3. Good. Flexing that right foot on the way in, reaching through the toes on the way out. Last 2. Good. You hold that right leg long and strong in 1. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you reach. Just hold. Good. Exhale that right knee to that right elbow. Inhale as you reach. Good. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull it in. Good. You're here for 4. Good. Squeezing through that waistline on the right for 3. Good. Keeping that belly pulled up and in for 2. Last 1. Big exhale as you pull it in. Inhale as you reach. Just hold. Just pulse. You're up and down an inch. Good. Reach to the toes for 4. Good, you sweep that right leg through center in 3. We pop up to that left palm in 2. Last 1, big exhale as you sweep that right leg through center, you pop up to that left palm. Inhale as you lower to that left forearm, you reach that right leg to the back right corner. Exhale as you pop it up. Big inhale as you lower. Good, you're squeezing through the belly, reaching through the toes, staying nice and light on that left palm. Good, staying heavy through the right. You're here for 3. Good, taking that gaze over that right shoulder for 2. Good, gluing that left palm to your mat in 1. Inhale as you drop and reach. Exhale back through center, just hold. Good, find that 3-pound weight in the left. You got shoulders stacked over wrist. Exhale as you pull that right heel into your glute. Big inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull it in. Good, find that hamstring curl on the right. Just bending and extending through that right knee. Maybe reaching through the toes on the way out. Good, flexing that foot on the way in. You're here for 3. Good, pulling it in for 2. Good, you pulse it out in 1. Exhale, pull it in, just hold, just pulse. You're up and down an inch. Good, you're here for 4. Dropping that right knee to your mat in 3. We find that donkey kick in 2. Last 1, inhale that right knee down to your mat. Take a big exhale as you lift. Good, take a big inhale as you lower. Big exhale as you lift. Good, you're squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the belly. Finding some control on the way down, some power as you lift. Good, taking that arch of that low back if you have one. You're here for 4. Good, you hold that right heel high in 3. Good, tucking the toes on the left in 2. Last 1, exhale as you lift, just hold. Let's tuck the toes on the left. Good, take a big inhale as you prepare. You pull that low belly up and in. Take a big exhale as you pike through the hips. You reach that right leg long and strong. Good, inhale as you bend through both the knees. That left knee finds your mat. That right leg finds that hamstring curl. Exhale as you pike and reach. Big inhale as you pull it in. Good, exhale as you pike and reach. Inhale as you pull it in. Good, squeeze through the belly, lift through the hips for 3. Good, biceps finishing next to the ears for 2. Last 1, big exhale as you pike and reach, just hold. Good, exhale as you shift it forward, right knee to nose. Big inhale as you pike and reach, get long and strong. Good, exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, shift it back. Good, you're here for 3. Stepping that right foot between the hands in 2. Good, sending that left knee to your mat in 1. Exhale as you step that right foot between the hands. Inhale that left knee down to your mat. All right, you guys stay where you at. I'm gonna turn around so we can face each other. All right, so you're framing that right foot, heavy through that right heel. The toes on the left side are tucked. Let's take a big inhale through the nose as you pull that low belly up and in. Take a big exhale as you pivot to open to the left. You find that low squat. You got toes facing out, heels turned in. Big exhale as you stand to press. Good, big inhale as you lower. You pivot to the right to frame that foot. Big exhale as you open to the left. Exhale, stand to press. Inhale as you lower, you pivot to frame. Exhale as you open. Good, drive through the heels. You got toes facing out, heels facing in. For 3. Good, you squat to press in 2. Good, holding it open to the left in 1. Exhale as you squat to press. Inhale as you lower. Good, exhale, take it up. Big inhale as you control it down. Good, you got knees tracking in line with the toes. Biceps finishing next to the ears. Good, let's reach to the fingertips for 3. You hold it low in 2. Good, forearms in front of the face in 1. Inhale as you lower, meet me with the forearms in front of the face. Take a big exhale as you open for that goalpost. Inhale, elbows to the waistline. Exhale as you lift to goalpost. Inhale, close the forearms. Good, exhale as you open. Inhale, elbows to waist. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you close. Good, squeeze to the upper back. Let's pinch that pencil between the shoulder blades. Good, sinking deeper into that squat for 3. Last 2. Good, gluing the elbows to the waist in 1. Exhale as you open, inhale, elbows to the waist, just hold. Good, turn the palms up. Big exhale as you reach the arms out. Inhale the elbows to waist, you stand it up. Exhale as you drop and reach. Good, inhale, pull it in. Exhale, drop and reach. Woo, coming back to that breath. So humbling, last 3. Good, you hold it low in 2. Hey, last 1. Inhale as you drop and reach, just hold. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale, turn the palms up. Good, exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. You're here for 4. Good, you hold them down in 3. We pivot to face the front in 2. Last 1. Exhale, turn them down, just hold. Sweep that right arm back to meet the left. Exhale as you lift through the chest, you curl the weights. Good, drive through that right heel, stand to press. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, hinge and reach. Inhale as you curl and lift. Exhale, stand to press. Good, you're finding some length through that left side. Lifting that left knee away from your mat as you hinge and reach. Good, dropping that left knee under that hip as you lift through the chest. You're here for 3. Good, you stand to press for 2. We hold that low lunge in 1. Big exhale, stand to press. Inhale as you lower, just hold. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower. Good, reaching through the fingertips, that belly's up and in. Final 4. Good, drop the ribs to the hips. Last 2. Good, you hold it high in 1. Exhale as you press, just hold. Inhale, sweep the arms down as you stand it up. Big exhale, find that little lunge, arms come overhead. Inhale as you stand. Exhale as you lower. Good, you're here for 4. Last 3. You hold it low in 2. Good, all you gotta do is pulse in 1. Inhale as you lower, just hold, just pulse. You're up and down an inch. Good, final 4. Shoulders over the hips for 3. You frame that right foot in 2. Good, last 1. Big inhale, frame that right foot, step it back to meet the left. You're in that high plank. You got shoulders stacked over the wrist. Feet are in that wide stance, wider than the hip distance. Take a big inhale as you pull that low belly in. Exhale as you roll to reach on the left. Good, inhale as you curl, find your mat. Exhale, roll to reach on the right. Good, inhale, find your mat. Exhale on the left. Good, hips stay nice and still, squeeze the glutes. Good, keep it in the belly, final 4. Good, you hold that plank in 3. Beautiful, stay with me, last 2. Last 1, exhale, roll to reach. Inhale as you curl, find your mat, just hold. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, step it back. Good, you got opposite knee, opposite elbow. Alternate sides for 4. Good, you march for 3. Good, pulling the knees in for 2. You hold in 1. Inhale, step it back, just hold. Final 4. Good, you get that child's pose in 3. Using that breath for 2. Last 1. Big inhale, drop the knees nice and wide. Big toes come to touch. Let's drop the chest. Good, big inhale through the nose. Taking whatever you need right here. Hanging out in the child's pose for as long as you like. Then we're gonna finish with some side facing work, team. All right, let's get it together. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead, lift through the chest. Oh my God, you guys, I'm getting so sweaty. That was so good. Okay, so we're gonna open up for side facing work now. Make sure you have one of those dumbbells with you. One dumbbell can be back at that top side of your mat, and you'll meet me in that high kneeling position. Again, you have shoulders stacked over hips, hips stacked over knees. This time we'll reach that right leg out long and strong. That left knee is gonna stay heavy underneath that left hip, cool? All right, dumbbell at bow tie position, elbows will be out nice and wide. Roll those shoulders back and down. Let's pull that low belly in. Take a big inhale through the nose. Good, big exhale as you twist to the left. Big inhale back through center. Exhale as you twist. So keep the hips nice and still. Just finding some rotation through the shoulders that twist through the belly. Good, so if the hips were twisting to the right and the shoulders were turning to the left, I want some wrinkles in the waist. Good, you're here for 3, Good, squeezing through the belly, reaching through the crown of the head for 2. Good, you hold it at center in 1. Inhale back through center, just hold. Good, reach to the crown of the head, you're up and over to the left. Big exhale as you stack the shoulders over the hips. Big inhale, lean it up and over to the left. Good, big exhale back through center. Good, you're finding some length on the right as you lean to the left. Big exhale as you squeeze it up. Good, creating that rainbow on that left waistline. Finding some length on the right, you're here for 3. Good, you're gonna hold that side over in 2. Beautiful, last one. Inhale up and over to the left, just hold. Send that dumbbell to that right hand. Take a big exhale as you open the arms. That left hand finds your mat. That right knee lifts to hip height. You pull that right heel back. Big exhale as you pop it up. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Hands come to heart. That right leg goes long and strong. Good, big inhale as you find your mat. You stack the shoulders. Pull that right heel in. Big exhale as you lift, you pop it up. Good, so you're keeping it in the waistline, keeping it in the belly. Staying nice and light on that left palm. Good, keeping it in the waist for 4. Good, finding that control on the way up and down for 3. Good, you glue that left palm to your mat in 2. Last one, inhale as you open, just hold. Hold that right knee at hip height. Inhale as you lower it down to meet the left, you bend through that right elbow. Big exhale as you lift and reach. Big inhale as you lower and bend. Big exhale as you lift and reach. Good, inhale as you lower and bend. Good, that right foot staying flexed, that ankle moving in line with that knee. Woo, let's get into the hips for 3. Good, you hold it high in 2. Good, last one. Big exhale as you lift and reach, just hold. Inhale, reach that right leg long and strong. Exhale, that right heel pulls in. Good, inhale, lower that right knee to meet the left. You bend through that right elbow. Exhale as you open, inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale as you close. Good, exhale as you open, inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. You're here for 2. Good, holding that right leg high in 1. Big exhale as you lift, just hold. Inhale as you reach that right leg long and strong. Exhale as you bend, inhale as you reach. Good, bending and extending through that right knee. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Good, you're here for 3. Getting into that quad on the left for 2. That glute on the right for 1. Exhale as you reach, just hold. Take a big inhale as you find that knee tuck on your mat. You drop that left hip down, pull that right knee, right elbow in. Big exhale as you lift and reach. Good, big inhale as you lower the hips to your mat. You pull that right knee, right elbow in. Good, finding some length at the top. Finding some control at the bottom. Last 2. Good, let's burn it out, team. Last one, exhale as you lift and reach, just hold. Good, pulse that right leg up and down an inch for 4. That right foot finds your mat in 3. Option to stay heavy through that left knee in 2. Beautiful, you're almost there. Last one, inhale that right foot down to your mat. Option to step that left foot behind the right. Let's stagger the feet. Good, big exhale, that right elbow to left knee. Big inhale as you reach. Big exhale, pull it in. Good, inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Good, you're squeezing through the belly. Let's find some length at the top. Last 3. Good, getting into the inner thighs for 2. Last 1, exhale on the way in, inhale on the way out, just hold. Good, squeeze through the belly for 4. Hold that lift through the waist for 3. Maybe you lift for 1 more inch, last 2. Good, last 1. Big inhale, drop the hips. Let's stitch that 3-pound weight on the right. Meet me on that left forearm when you're ready. All right, come back to that breath, team. You are out of there. Take a big exhale as you windmill that right arm up and over. Create some space on the left. Find some length on the right. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Windmill the arms up and over. That left arm comes up and over for some length. All right. Great work. I think we are going to finish with a little bit of arms, you guys, because my last video was slightly shorter. So I just want to make sure this one hits the 45-minute mark. So we're going to get into a little bit of upper body. Feel free to cut the video short. Just skip to the cool down, whatever you need. You can stick with those 3-pound weights. You're just going to meet me in that low kneeling position on your mat. You'll have hips to heels. Knees are going to be hip distance apart. And then we'll take those dumbbells in the hands. Elbows are gonna be nice and tight to the sides. So arms are at that 90-degree angle, palms facing that midline. Take a big inhale as you relax the shoulders back and down. Take a big exhale as you open the elbows out to shoulder height. Good, big inhale as you lower the hips to the heels, you drop the elbows. Big exhale as you lift. Good, big inhale as you lower. You're squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the belly. Think about reaching through the crown of the head. Good, you're here for 4. Good, finding that power on the way up for 3. We hold it high in 2. Good, Good, reaching the fingertips forward in one. Exhale as you lift, just hold. Inhale as you reach the arms forward. Big exhale, pull the arms in. Inhale as you lower, drop the hips to the heels. Exhale as you lift. Good, inhale as you reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale as you lower. Good, dropping the forearms back to the sides. Squeezing through the belly as you reach the fingertips forward. You're here for 3. Good, you're gonna find that front raise in 2. Relaxing the shoulders back and down. Last one. Big exhale as you lift. Inhale as you reach. Just hold. Good. Inhale, drop the arms down. Big exhale as you lift. Good. Inhale as you lower. Palms are facing the floor. Just lifting the arms to shoulder height. Keeping the hips nice and still as you work. Let's squeeze the glutes. Good. You're here for 3. Good. You hold the arms at shoulder height in 2. Good. We flip the palms in 1. Big exhale as you lift. Just hold. Inhale as you flip the palms up. Exhale as you flip the palms down. Good. You're here for 4. You hold the palms facing up in 3. We find that face curl in 2. Last one, exhale, flip the palms up, just hold. You face curl the weights in, inhale as you reach, get long and strong. Good, keeping the elbows at shoulder height to challenge the belly, challenge the core. You're here for 4. Good, you hold that face curl in 3. Holding the wrist up and over the elbows in 2. Last one, exhale as you pull it in, just hold. Take a big exhale as you flip the palms, you press the arms overhead. Big inhale as you find the face, the elbows find the shoulders. Good, exhale as you press. Big inhale as you lower, find the face. Good, exhale as you press. Reach to the fingertips. You're here for 3. Good, we're gonna finish with forearms in front of the face in 2. Good, you press here for 1. Big exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower, meet me with forearms in front of the face, just pulse. Good, squeeze through the belly, squeeze through the glutes for 3. This is where you finish. Relax the shoulders for 2. Good, breathe through it for 1. Big inhale as you lower, you drop the arms. Let's send the hips back to the heels, stitch the weights. Beautiful work, you guys. That is your workout. Let's go ahead and roll out the shoulders real fast. Take a big inhale as you start to roll those shoulders back and down. Take a big exhale as you start to roll the shoulders forward. All right, then we'll drop your chin to your chest. We'll take the crown of the head up and over to the right. Think about dropping that left shoulder away from your left ear. Create some length. Good, big inhale as you bring it back through center. Bring the crown of the head over to the left. Drop that right shoulder away from that right ear. Good, big inhale back through center. You can find those 3-pound weights. Just bring them back to that top side of your mat. And then we're gonna get into that cool down. So if you haven't made it to the cool down song yet, it is gonna be Interference by Tim, so you can turn that on now. You'll sweep the feet around to the front, maybe all the way down to your back. Legs will be long and strong. Arms are gonna be up and overhead, so you can think biceps next to the ears. Fingertips are reaching to the wall behind you as the toes reach to the wall in front of you. We'll take that big inhale through the nose as you feel that long belly stretch. Big exhale through the mouth as you start to hug the knees into the chest. Let's pull the forehead up to the knees. Create that tight little ball if that feels good for you. Good, just rounding through the spine. Then you'll hold that left knee into the chest. Reach that right leg long and strong. Send your head back heavy. Good, we'll take those hip circles over on the left. Just picking a direction in any direction. Then changing that direction if you haven't already. Just move in opposition. Good, we'll start to take that left knee over to the right. Gaze and reach over to the left. Come into that supine twist. Feel that release through the low back. Good, big exhale as you bring it back through center. Let's reach that left leg up through 90. Option to grab behind that left knee. Option to flex the toes back to the face. Feel that hamstring stretch on the left. Good, then we'll hold that left leg high, bend through that right knee. Send that right foot flat to your mat. Inhale that left ankle across that right knee. Big exhale as you pull that right knee into the chest. You feel that figure 4 through that left hip. Let's take some ankle circles through that right ankle. Good, then changing that ankle circle if you haven't already. We'll hold that right knee into the chest as you reach that left leg long and strong. Start to create some hip circles on the right. Just finding that opposite side. Good, then we'll change directions whenever you're ready. Move in opposition. Then we'll take that right knee over to the left.
Gaze and reach over to the right. Come into that supine twist. Feel that release to that low back. Good, big exhale back through center. Reach that right leg up through 90. Again, option to grab behind that right knee. Option to flex the toes back to the face. Just find that hammy stretch on the right. Then you'll bend through that left knee, send that left foot flat on your mat. Inhale that right ankle across that left knee. Big exhale as you pull that left knee into the chest. Feel that stretch to that right hip. And an option to take those ankle circles on the left. Option to change that direction. Good, then we'll hug the knees into the chest one last time. Option to pull the forehead all the way up to the knees. Then we'll reach the arms between the inner thighs. Hands are going to find the outsides of the feet. Take that big exhale as you open the knees and feet nice and wide. Just send your head back heavy. Good. Meet me in that happy baby. We'll start to rock it side to side. Just massage that low back. Good. Then we'll start to draw the soles of the feet together, hugging the heels to the inner thighs. Knees can go out nice and wide. Then we'll start to drop the heels heavy to your mat whenever you're ready. Let's open up through the hips. You'll send that left hand to your heart, that right hand to your belly. Big inhale through the nose as you start to float those eyes back shut. Thanking ourselves for showing up. Thanking our bodies for putting in the work. We'll close today's practice with one last breath. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Whenever you're ready, feel free to float those eyes open. Take any additional stretches if you like. That's all I have for you guys. Let's clap it out, you guys. Seriously, way to get after it. That was a tough one. I honestly was like not okay during half of it, but we pushed through. We got to our mat today, and that's what it's all about. Thank you guys so much for clicking play on this video. I just feel so happy to be able to give back to the community this way. But yeah, I love you guys. Thanks so much for showing up for yourself, showing up for me today. Your support means everything. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.